It's time for Cigar Talk, the fastest growing cigar show in the nation. Whether you're a new cigar enthusiast or a cigar aficionado, we have something for everyone. Bringing you the best interviews, cigar reviews. So grab yourself a cigar.
It's time to light 'em up.
Welcome back to Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We got Bryant Falconer, who's now 55 years old. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you, bro.
I know it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Actually, when this show comes out, it'll be a few days ago, but Saturday was your birthday.
Yes, sir.
And 55. Whew. I mean, there's people that know you that are surprised you've make it this far.
I'm one of them. I swore I wasn't going to make it past 32, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I'm from East St. Louis, dude.
Hey, and you know what? And let's just, I mean, truthfully,
yes,
the life of expectancy, if you would have stayed there your entire life,
I wouldn't be here.
I mean, that's just the way it goes.
Yes,
so, well, let's tell everybody, we're going to do it in the reverse order. Tell everybody what we're drinking.
Early times, that's what I'm drinking. What you drinking?
I'm drinking Early Times, too.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to drink some little Old Tub next, but somebody said, kill it.
Yeah.
And you did. Dude, that looks like melted iced tea in a glass. That's a big-ass shot.
2. This is going to last 4 shows.
You better put a lid on it while you're gone.
You got to stop.
So, anyway, well, let's talk about what we're smoking. I am super stoked. And you go ahead and tell them what it is. If you brought these for us.
Fine and Rare, 2021s.
Yeah.
First issue, 2021, 11/18 of 2021.
Yeah, these are, the roll date was June 21st to July 2020.
That's correct.
So they've just been resting somewhere. But, I mean, I didn't have time to go over all of this, but it says, it looks like Fine and Rare, a 10 tobacco blunt.
Yep. That's exactly what that looked like it says.
Hey, pull up.
It does. Larry, can you see? He ain't even got
Hey, what you need to do, though, is do you have all the information on this cigar?
It does.
Well,
say
blunt.
they
don't. Yeah, I did say blunt because that's what it says.
Yeah.
I wasn't making that up.
We know you make stuff up, so I had to
look at it
again.
Yeah, I'm right there, a 10 tobacco blunt. It's a 10 tobacco blend, so to speak. And so I was going to say you should look this up and know exactly what we're going to be smoking here, but I don't think they give out the information on these. Right. It's just like it's from this country.
It's from here.
It is.
Smoke it.
But all you guys know that I am a big fan of the yearly release of the Alec Bradley Fine and Rare. I mean, dude, you've come to love them.
Oh, to the point that they were my birthday present.
Right. And who gave you that?
My wife, Tiffany, man.
Yeah, let me tell you something. That is a great gift because I read about this. I always want to see what this year's release is going to be.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to get none of those. Because, one, they're hard to find.
Yeah.
And, two, they're expensive. Dude, Tiffany, you knocked it out of the park.
100.
Like, when my wife saw my reaction
to
your gift, she was like, I guess I didn't do that good. And I was like, nah, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, anyway, great get together Saturday. Great little get together, man.
It was, man. It was.
And you know what? We've always done stuff together.
Yeah.
But
it was different.
It was different because it allowed me to see some of the other side that I don't ever get to see. You know what I mean?
And what was that other side?
Well, I mean, friends outside of the leaf.
Okay.
That's the other side.
Uh-huh.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd never met your son.
That one.
What's his name?
Taurus.
I've never met him before.
You met Bryant, but not Taurus.
Right. Uh-huh. And I invited Bryant to come up here and be on the show.
Yeah, you did.
Anytimes, brother. But, and then we had, now were these friends of both of yours or her friends?
Her friends and my friends
also
from the church.
Yeah, and we got to meet 3 lovely ladies.
Yes.
And cool. because they all had very unique backgrounds.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
And you know what I loved about the two on your end?
Uh-huh.
They're going to say what they're going to say.
And don't care.
And that's how I am. So I was like,
I like that.
Hey,
I can see it.
I'm down. 'Cause I don't know how it came up. How old are these women? They're in their
60s and 70s.
Okay, so they're older.
Yes.
And what's the lady on the end that was across from you?
Sister Roselle.
Sister Roselle, like she's going to tell you. I heard. I told her. I heard her tell the waitress or whoever was walking by, like,
Yep.
And then
and
then the other lady next to her, she was like,
Sister
I'm going to go over here and get my picture taken. Don't let them take my salad. And sure enough, they came over to take her salad, and everybody was like, no.
Leave that alone,
right.
Please.
But it was fun getting to meet other people outside of your Leaf family. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it was a fun birthday party.
It really was. And then you want to talk about your remark. They were talking about changing my grandson, who is 7 months old. And they were like, you got to watch it because the poo will be everywhere.
And if you don't cover the penis, he will shoot right up in your face.
So what did Rob say?
And I said, well, he have to do that to me, and I'll pee all over him.
I'll pee right back on him. And I'm like, really? And they looked and they was like, oh, that was funny. They laughed at it. I was like, wow.
Hey, they had a sense of humor. Because I'm going to test
everybody.
But one of the greatest compliments I've ever gotten in my entire life. Sister Roselle, I walked up to give her a hug goodbye, and she said, you're funny. And then I said, well, I used to spend summers with my granddad.
And me and Larry was like, no.
So, Sister Roselle, if you're interested, I got a joke just for you.
No. Not happening.
Not for everybody. But anyway, no, it was just a good time.
It was, man.
And
good food, too.
Yeah, dude. The Beehive, they did a good job.
Yeah, they did.
Because I don't know how many of us there were. I got to say at least
15.
15?
Yep.
Is that? I think there was more than that.
It was 15.
Seemed like 15. But anyway, they did a great job.
And it was.
I had chicken fried steak, and you had what looked like a bull's ass on your plate. I mean,
it was not a bull's ass.
Dude, it was huge.
It was good.
It was a ribeye.
Oh yeah, man. Medium too.
And dude, that was a 2-inch.
2 inches,
steak.
yes sir. And it was moist. It was perfect, man. That damn sweet potato was even perfect, man.
Dude, my baked potato was lights out.
I was like, this is great. And then it was a surprise because, like I told my wife, I didn't want nothing, man. I just wanted to chill this year. I wanted to go to the Leaf, smoke some sticks, come back home and just rest the rest of the day.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, that's how my birthday was.
That's what I wanted.
Nobody did shit.
But I was like,
kidding, honey. Kidding.
You need to come because she told me, she said, I'm taking you out for a dinner today. And I was like, okay. Meet me at the Beehive at 5:30. Okay. I pull up. I see Rob's truck out front. I'm like, yeah, something going on. Right out front was Rob's truck. I said, something's going on. Then I walk in the door, everybody there, and then who grabs me from behind?
You know it.
I'm like, please don't let them hump me in front of all these people. It's like, please.
The thought went by my mind, but I didn't know Sister Roselle at that time. So, I held back.
Thank you. But it was just cool, man. It was really. Then I just seen Larry because I went to the Leaf to grab me some sticks. He was in the humidor. He come to tell me, he's like, yeah, I was in there getting ready to buy you a damn stick, but then you walked in. I told Allie, no, don't worry about it. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. You still could have bought. He's like, no, you messed it up. It's like
somebody else gave you a cigar.
Yeah, you did. You gave me a great. Tell him what you gave me, man.
You know what? I've had that cigar since December.
And that's what blew my mind, too.
I forgot what it was. I just knew it was a limited edition Roma Craft that you're not going to find
nowhere.
And, I like Roma Craft, but you love Roma Craft. And so it was one of those where I was out and about in Lubbock. I bought a bunch of shit, and I brought it home, put it in a humidor. And it was not a stick that after 2 weeks, I was like, I never got to the point where, I want to smoke that. You know what I mean? And I was after a month, I was like, I'll just give it to Bryant one day. It wasn't planned for your birthday.
Here we go. I'm gonna give it to you. Here's your present now. I'm like, Thank you. And that was perfect because I was like, man. And then Jay comes up.
Oh, dude, like what's his name? Ed McMahon carrying the check.
He walks in. I'm like, I give him a hug, and he slides something behind my back, and then they hand it to me, and it's the Frying and Rares. I'm like, man, this has turned even better, man.
You should have brought the box so you could show the box is badass.
Yeah. It's on
like I'm not even
it's on Instagram. It's on TikTok.
I wanted to look at it in person.
You saw it. No, I don't want you to hold it because it's going to be light.
Take all the cigars out. Put them in your humidor. Bring the box. I'd like to see it.
Okay. I definitely will.
Because they go all out.
They did.
On the even every year.
Even that one that's in that coffin.
Right.
And I need to find out what that was because they say it's a special edition. It's a special one. That's why it's by itself. I didn't even pay attention to it. I looked at the rest of them to see. I was like, oh, these are 2021s. That's great. I didn't even open that up to see what it was.
Well, bring that over here.
For you. You can leave that one.
Hey, so anyway, hats off to your wife, Tiffany. Great birthday get together. And even your wife had a little humor.
It was.
I was impressed.
Doing that.
The more, I think the more your wife is around me.
Well, the more anybody is around you, they they start to go down.
Look at Larry. I was thought the other way. Yeah, I'm bringing their humor IQ up.
You taking them down that hole.
Yeah.
That rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And people come out demented on the other side.
Okay.
And that's the weird part about it. I was like, man, Rob and the church group, that's going to be fun. But it actually was because we all had a good time, man. Everybody.
And you know what? And dude, what was the second lady over's name?
It was Sister Roselle, Sister Martin, and
Sister Martin. Mm-hmm. She was funny.
She is.
She's funny. And I don't even know if she's intending to be funny.
She's not.
It's just that's
who she is.
Like, I can tell you that woman takes no shit.
None at all.
And then the other, what was the third lady's name?
Wanda.
She was kind of like laid back, reserved.
She was the one that was actually in the Air Force. That's why her and Larry were getting along.
Right. And so, she was just kind of laid back, chill. You know what I mean? But the other two ladies were like very entertaining.
Yes.
I relate to that. I dig it.
It was cool.
It was fun.
I thank you for it. I thank both of y'all for coming out.
Man. We wouldn't miss it, man. Yeah, so anyway, let's jump over to, we're going to do a quick segment. First of all, let me tell you that when we go to break, for the YouTube viewers, we will have a section that won't be available to, of course, the people who are listening. But we're going to actually cut open a cigar.
The anatomy of a cigar.
Unravel it. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do a, $10 stick. And we're going to do a $2 stick. Okay. And we're going to see if it looks different inside. You know what I mean? Have you ever cut open a cigar?
Never.
Just like.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
So I thought it'd be fun to do. I've never done it. The only way I know what's inside here is I've seen pictures. Yeah. They have drawings. Yeah. Drawings, Yeah.
Those cartoons.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to cut open a cigar, and then we'll come back from the break and we'll talk about it.
Most definitely.
And then, you know what I'm planning on doing with the tobacco is, I'm gonna like crush it all up and make it. I'm gonna use my old pipe tobacco or pipe. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke it.
Oh, okay.
On the $10 stick. The $2 stick. That's just going in the trash.
Try the $2 stick.
All right, I'll let you do that.
No, I said try.
Yeah.
You. That's your pipe. You try.
You know what? Maybe
Come on, Mikey.
Maybe I'll mix it.
Oh.
Do a blend.
That's just like that stuff Jay got behind the counter. He gave me that one time. He said, man, try this. Dude, I don't know what the heck I smoked in that pipe. It was cardboard, paper.
What was
coffee beans? It's everything that when they weigh pipe tobacco.
Oh, the leftover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, there's a bean in here. He said, oh yeah, that happened to be in there. I'm like, what is this? But he said he used it at his house to keep the cats away.
You all right?
Yeah, it's just the way you did that. He's like,
Trash.
Larry, here.
That wasn't the drink. That was trash. Anyway. Hey, you know what? I listened to a really enjoyable podcast of another show this week, and they had changed their logo. So when I first saw it, my first response was, the logo was like round with a microphone in the middle, and around the edges it said The Straight Cut. And I was like, somebody is ripping off the Straight Cut.
Plagiarism.
Right. So I saw the title and it said something about Mark, and I was like, oh, they changed their logo.
Calm down then, huh? It's like, hold on, okay.
I thought I was fixing to,
Yeah, because we know you.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, they had a great show. Steve was back with them. And so now it's Mark, Steve, and Aaron, or Viking, whichever. Dude, have you seen that dude's hair and his beard? Holy shit.
Viking.
Dude.
Viking.
I mean, I think the dude is like going for ZZ Top.
Yeah, you're true.
I mean, the dude has got it going on. Like, I could never do that.
No.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
I couldn't do it for my job, first of all.
Well, I mean, if
they'd be like, no, you got to cut
the only way I could do that is if I was like living on a desert island or deep in the mountains. You know what I mean?
Why?
I mean, where I don't have a job and I don't have to do anything. Yeah. I mean, you're just there and nobody's going to see you ever. So who gives a crap? See how I said crap instead of shit there?
Thank you. But then you just said it.
Well, I want everybody else to notice.
They knew it when you said crap.
All right, fine.
I was like, wow.
Fine.
Rob's growing.
But no, I mean, I don't know that I can go much lower than that. You know what I mean? Like, I might go another inch at the most. After that.
I'm at my extent right here.
Are you?
Yeah, this might be shaved
and you're
off
pretty
next
fuzzy.
Show. This might be shaved off next show.
Yeah, you're pretty fuzzy.
Yeah.
So.
Ah, man, it's just, she likes it, and I'm like,
hey, let me tell you this. I don't know if I told you this, but last week on the show, right before y'all got here, I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm going to shave off my mustache and just have this. And my wife was like, no. And I was like,
why? Why would you have done that?
For fun.
That's what fun?
My level of entertainment is like this.
We know.
Takes very little.
We know. Everybody around you knows. It's squirrel and you go.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah. I mean, like last night after you left, I was like, all right, I'm going to listen one more song and then I'm going to go in. Dude, I was out here for 2 hours. Chasing squirrels. I'm going to write a song called Chasing Squirrels.
Just as long as it's PG.
It'll be PG.
Okay, thank you. Because you and writing things. What's the matter?
I'm thinking of what PG could stand for, that whenever I come back and you're like, that ain't PG, you'd be like, yeah, well, you call that pussy good.
Well, you probably gambled on that one, Brian, because you know me.
So, anyway, hey, so you had some news for us.
Oh, we talking about the Florida news?
Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of dumb news.
The Florida man again.
We got two things from Florida this week. Yeah. We've got what the Florida man did, and I'm gonna actually put that up on YouTube. The picture, so people can see, because that's perfect.
And then we got 19 new headlines about Florida man.
Wow.
The first one says Florida man arrested while directing traffic while also urinating. That was Rob. He took a trip to Florida.
Dude, I'm like, I'm out here doing you guys a favor, and I got to go.
Man, this one had me dying laughing. Police say Florida man with no hands and legs is armed and on the run.
Oh.
It's sick, man. You got Florida man suspected of using private plane to draw a giant radar penis. And that's the one that you're going to show?
That's hilarious.
He flew around Florida and they followed him. They followed him on the radar. No, give it to Rob.
Yeah. Not them. I'm going to.
They followed him on the radar, and his track, he drew a penis.
Or
no, there's no. Oh, yeah, okay.
That looks like a penis.
Because if you were going to try to say anything other than those two, no, bro, it's not going to work. Then we got Florida man calls 911 because his PlayStation 5 was not working.
Why?
Because it wasn't working. It don't no matter why.
Oh,
he was mad.
Funny.
He called 911.
That's not funny.
Come fix my PlayStation.
That sucks. I'm going to kind of ask you to like not read the shitty ones.
Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat was denied entry into the strip club.
No bueno for me.
They're laughing.
They're drunk.
Here, drunk. Florida man drives truck full of vodka into a tree. Why would you? Was he drinking? Because you got a truck full of vodka.
I'm thinking that girl broke my heart and I stole the keys to her.
Oh, that's a man. I love that song. Florida man charged with groping women while posing as a palm reader.
Now that's a good one.
He went Ray Charles. Oh. Florida man breaks into ex-girlfriend's home, shits on belongings. He can
that's a little, I don't know about that one.
Okay, Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing an alligator through Wendy's drive-through window. He threw the alligator in there.
I get it. That's not funny.
Why not?
I mean, if I was there, it'd be funny.
You
Watch it.
You wouldn't have watched it.
I would have watched. That would be hilarious.
Seeing an alligator come flying through the window, you'd have stood there and watched.
If I was like sitting out in the parking lot and I
in the
could see a
parking
dude
lot,
wrestling
okay.
around with an alligator and then he loads it up and throws it in the window, that would be classic.
Florida man tries to walk out the store with chainsaw stuffed in his pants.
That's a visual. Larry could do it.
Okay. Dumb for the dumbest criminal ever. Florida man advertises legit counterfeit money on Craigslist and is arrested. Who would actually think that you could actually sell counterfeit money to people?
You can sell counterfeit money.
On Craigslist?
It's not illegal. People collect that.
Who?
Lots of people. There's collectors of counterfeit money.
You can't be in possession of counterfeit
yes,
money.
You can.
Where?
I have a good friend that has over $4,000 worth of Confederate counterfeit
That's
money.
Confederate counterfeit money. That's not
It's
U.S.
still money.
That's not fake U.S. legal tender.
They sell movie prop money on Amazon.
And all across it says fake money. This is not fake. Well, he didn't have fake money on this one.
But it was still fake.
It was still fake.
So I don't see, I think you could get around that.
How?
It was a prop.
For what?
For like they do movies or something.
And he's selling it on Craigslist.
Right.
How? So how could he get around it? He's selling it as fake money.
Okay, it's fake money, so you can use it in a movie.
No,
a TikTok
he's going to
video.
jail.
Okay.
He's going to jail. That was it. He's going to jail.
Was that a Florida man?
Yeah.
There's no such thing.
It is. All of them are Florida, man.
Right. All right. So the other news story that came from Florida, and we talked about,
Yes.
you know, it's really not funny. You're cruel. So a 19-year-old died by gunshot this week while him and some friends were testing a bulletproof jacket.
I'm the cop that shows up and like, okay, we would have laughed.
Well, and the bad thing is what we figured out was when he bought that jacket, it had a lifetime guarantee, and apparently that was the lifetime.
That was it.
That was it.
Warranty is done.
Can't take it back.
Dude.
And my question was, did he die because it malfunctioned or like, you know, they missed?
Oh my God.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how close they were. I mean, what if he was like at 100 yards?
And they
30-06, you know?
First of all, you're not going to buy a bulletproof
for 30-06.
Yeah. You're not military nor law enforcement, so they're not going to sell you that. So
what caliber was it? Do you know?
No.
I wonder what it was. Julio, you got that information?
Because he probably died from a heart attack seeing that bullet come.
I mean,
he was hitting the chest.
It was hitting the chest.
And see, he should have a shock plate, right? But see, that's the problem with the shock plate also, because it can ricochet off the shock plate and go straight up.
Well, but the idea about on the shock plate is that you have the bulletproof stuff in front, so hopefully it's going to catch it. You know what I mean? Hopefully. But yeah, dude, I mean, I did some dumb stuff.
I never did that.
Yeah.
I never even thought of doing that.
No, we
never would think of doing that.
We never pointed guns at other people.
Now I take a bulletproof vest and let you shoot a BB at it. But you're not going to shoot no real round at me, bro. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
You know what? I'm not letting you do that with the BB gun.
No, from the back, yeah. You're not going to shoot me while I'm looking at you. No, because I know you. Wait a minute. Stop getting taller. I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I was taught very young. You don't point guns at other people unless you intend to kill them.
That's correct.
And that right there in that example is why we grew up hearing that.
Correct. Over and over again, man.
Right.
Today you have to tell kids not to do stuff that the cartoons do. We didn't do that
well,
stuff.
You used to, but now you don't because they've taken all the cool stuff off the cartoons.
Yeah,
now you're being chased with a carrot.
True.
Instead of a butcher knife.
We had a Wile E. Coyote going to Acme getting there, and he was throwing dynamite, dropping anvils.
Well, you remember all the Acme ads back in the day.
Yes.
There was all X-ray vision
everything
glasses.
from Acme, man. Everything.
I mean, fart spray, whoopee cushions. I mean, it was like the joke place that you could get stuff.
It was not, you could actually get real shit from Acme too.
Yeah. Man. Well, really, it was Acme brick.
Yeah.
I think that's where it started.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this little random trivia, but actually, Troy Aikman was a partner in Acme Brick.
They had to do something with a damn cowboy.
Had to do some money. I don't know if he ever made money on that deal, but
The only cowboy I know made a lot of money was Starback. Because how many dealerships did he wind up with?
You know who's making the most out of all of them?
Now? Who's that?
Troy Aikman and Tony Romo.
Oh, yeah. On television. Yeah, you're right. He got a $90 million contract?
Romo got I think it was a $20 million deal. And then Aikman was like, all right, I guess I'm going to be leaving the NBC or whoever, Fox. And now he's going to be doing Monday Night Football. And I think they gave him like $90 million.
They gave Joe Buck 70.
Oh, Joe Buck's going with him? Oh, he's awesome. I know you don't like Joe Buck, but.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Joe Buck comes from St. Louis.
You don't like
man.
Collinsworth.
I don't like.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't like Joe Buck. I think that Joe Buck and Aikman are a great team. They are the best there's been since, to me, Madden.
And what's his name?
Summerall.
Yeah.
And because to me, that was the all-time great.
And what was the dude? That was the Whoa Nelly dude.
Whoa Nelly dude.
Yeah, Whoa Nelly. He went to Oklahoma too.
Oh, we're talking about Monday Night Football.
No, I ain't. Well, yeah.
But Monday Night Football, though, the greatest ever was Madden and Summerall. Yeah. The worst.
Starting off with Cosell, baby.
Yeah, but he wasn't. Who was his counterpart?
Nobody.
Right.
I'm saying nobody with Cosell. It was just him.
Yeah, because nobody could put up with Cosell's bullshit. But Cosell was classic.
Classic.
I mean, and doing fights?
Oh.
Dude,
I'd lead with a left.
I would rather have heard him doing fights than football.
Okay.
By far.
Because he was more animated. His voice was perfect for fights. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But, and really in football, you really do need the analyst and the color guy. You know what I mean?
Both of them, yeah.
And so that's what I like. And dude, there's not very many good ones out there.
Huh?
I know you, Michaels and Collinsworth, you don't watch them guys. So they're now no longer on Monday Night Football.
Dude, I turn the doggone TV, the volume down when it's a Sunday night game because it's going to be Collinsworth. And I turn the volume down because I do not want to hear his voice, man. I hate his voice.
He didn't bother me. I don't think he's good, but he wasn't like one of those guys. Now, Phil Simms.
It was terrible.
Dude, he was terrible.
Terrible, too. He was terrible, too.
I mean, terrible.
Even Monday night went to that comic at one time.
Oh, that was horrible. That was I know you're talking about the long dark haired dude. used to have his own comedy show on HBO.
Oh man, I can't think of his name. That was terrible.
That was
too.
terrible. Rush Limbaugh was on there. That was terrible. I mean, you're going to put an AM radio guy on Monday Night Football? Come on. They've gone through.
They were searching.
They've gone through a lot of. Well, what if we did this?
Nobody matched up. Madden and Summerall set a bar so high that nobody could even come close to that. Now,
so they tried to do a 180 on it,
and you could
to see if that would work.
No, and you could,
and it was like no.
But Buck and Aikman, yeah,
I think the comedian that you're talking about, I want to say it was either him or Rush. They only lasted for like 3 episodes.
No, well, the comedian lasted the season.
Oh, okay.
So it must have been Rush that only lasted.
Rush lasted like 3 games, and people were like, yeah, we're not going to watch.
And my thing is, people talk about Romo, but Romo as a color guy is perfect, man. That dude reads defenses better upstairs than he did in the uniform.
Well, and I heard that there had been some talk about teams wanting to actually hire him as an offensive coordinator. And he's like, this gig is way too easy.
I don't have to worry about anything.
I'm working 2 days a week.
And getting paid.
I mean, dude, offensive coordinator, your life is over.
Soon as
I don't know anybody that would want to work those hours. Do you? I mean, we're talking, you're getting up at 4 a.m. and there's no end to your day until like 10 o'clock that night.
10, 11 o'clock that night. Most dudes that are coordinators, offensive or defensive coordinators, are looking to be head coaches later on. They're not looking to be an offensive coordinator for the rest of my life. No, I want the head coach job, and that's what they're looking for. Today, everybody you see that's a great offensive coordinator, they last 2 years, then they're head coach somewhere.
Dude, we were lucky to keep our offensive coordinator, and I don't even know if he's that good.
He isn't.
I mean, I don't. Well, I mean, there's a lot of hype around that dude, and I'm like,
when you have to,
I don't know.
I have to be honest about some things. On paper, Dallas had.
What you're going to say is when you have that much talent, it's not hard to look good at an offensive coordinator. I agree.
It's not, man.
When you have the pieces
that he had,
you can do a lot of stuff and look successful.
Send him to Detroit.
Right. What can you
and see if he can do that in Detroit?
What can you do with 2 dudes?
A quarterback, and that's it. You have all these B-level receivers, and you got a good running back, but he's not a running back. He's really a fullback. So what can you do? Nothing. And that's the truth about it.
Did you see the dude in the Columbine that ran a 4.03?
I cannot believe
they didn't give that to him. But that's what the clock said.
Yes.
4.03.
Yes.
And instead, they gave him like a 4.3 something.
And
it's like your draft level just drops.
They had a defensive lineman that ran a 4.4.
And weighed 380.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that.
I'm like, that much weight at that speed, somebody's going to die.
I'm putting him in at fullback.
Why?
Teach it.
There's no offensive lineman that can stop him.
Right, I get you, but there's not a defensive linebacker out there that's going to be able to move him.
Definitely not a cornerback. So once he get past the linebackers, touchdown.
And then when I don't need a fullback, now I'm moving him to tight end. Teach that son of a bitch to catch. You guys are screwed. 6'8", 380, runs a 4.4.
4.4. I'm like, man, I was running a 4.4 and running back. You got defensive lineman can catch me? Nah, bruh. The game that excelled.
He wouldn't be a defensive lineman for me.
Me neither.
He would be a fullback.
Fullback or at that size, a tight end.
And like I would move if on the line, I would take my center and put him where the tight end is, and I would just leave that a hole. And then I got my fullback and my running back, and the dude that's outside that hole, he knows.
They're coming. Those two are coming right at you.
The running back may not come that way, but this dude, he's coming right through that hole.
Right at you. 6'8", 380, 4.4.
Now you have the option of running inside or running outside.
Yes, sir. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
That would be so much fun. That's like some Madden shit.
Somebody going to wind up getting killed in the NFL, man.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Well, you saw the quarterback.
Yeah.
What happened? He got run over.
totally ran over.
Was he now? Just so everybody knows, the backup quarterback to Pittsburgh, got hit by a car in Florida, I believe,
on the highway.
It's always that damn Florida.
On the
Florida.
highway, man.
But
you're not getting that much information out of it though. So nobody.
Well, you know, I found out because Jay sent me the little whatever clip of it, and I said, "Yeah, we were about due." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You always have an NFL player die about every 2 to 3 years, do we not?"
That's true.
And I told him, I said, "I mean, you give that much money to young guys, they're going to do dumb shit." And I said, if I would have went into the NFL and you gave me like, $300,000, I would be dead.
Well, we know there would be a lot of stuff. It'd be a very, very rich strip club somewhere.
It would be a hell of a ride.
Right. They'd be like, well, he went out.
I wouldn't even be in America. I probably would have got killed down in like Brazil,
Dude.
Yeah.
For $300,000.
Oh. Make it 100.
Gosh.
You know me, it's better to burn out than to fade away.
True. Oh my goodness.
Although that's not what my doctor does not like to hear that.
I can believe it. Is this the doctor, your brother, or the new doctor?
No, it's my new doctor, okay. Dr. Duke.
Dr. Duke.
But anyway, I had a physical last Monday, and for you guys that don't know this, last week, like after the show, I was blackout drunk. Like, I wasn't like drunk. I was laying out in the yard.
No.
The dirt.
He went out
mud.
there and sat down, took his socks and shoes off, put his feet in the mud.
Because it was nice and cold, man.
And just laid there. Then he rose up and started throwing up all over the place. And then he just laid back down. And I can't, because Larry came back. He said, man, you need to go out there and check on him.
I'm gonna correct you. I didn't throw up.
You did throw up?
No, wait.
What was it then?
It was dry heaves.
No, there was liquid came out because that's how the hoodie got out there.
That was the bourbon.
That's how the hoodie got out there.
But there was no food. Let me tell you what.
Dude, I walked out. I'm like, man, are you all right?
So
I'm like, why are your feet in the mud? It's cold. It's cold.
Feels good. I'm
sitting there looking at him like, dude.
And I gotta say, that has not happened in a really, really, really long time. And
here's the kicker.
Hey, whoa, let's tell everybody what I was drinking. If y'all don't remember, it was the old Granddad 114.
Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
We were getting pictures taken for a newspaper article. There was a photographer here. And he went, I was like, the photographer's like, no, I'm not going to take those pictures. Thank you. Thank you. Because, dude,
I'm glad that he didn't.
But he was mad that we didn't take pictures.
Right. I was like, dude, where's the, I don't believe anything that y'all say.
We were too worried about you. Because you went out, I went out there, he had his shoes sitting there, socks right beside him, and he 10 toes deep. And I'm like, what is this? It's cold. It's cold. I'm like, dude.
I mean, and this is, I know I'm going to get messages that say you're drinking too much, but here's the fact. Okay. I'm not going to lie.
I was just saying, you can't even lie about it.
I drank the old Granddad 114.
Dude.
There was a brand new bottle.
And I got a glass, small pour. Larry got a glass, small pour.
Ron
got it, which was the photographer, got a glass, small pour. Matt didn't get any.
Right. So
he finished the bottle.
It was good.
We know.
It was good.
We know.
But that 114 proof really kicked my ass.
We know.
I mean, I don't even know if you know. You know we did a Light 'em Up cruise show.
I was here. I saw. You didn't know you did a Light 'em Up cruise show.
The next day, I figured it out.
He's like, it's a whole lot of audio on here. Oh, we did do another show. I was like, dude, you interviewed
But when I
somebody.
went back I interviewed Ron.
Yes.
And when I went back to do edits, when I heard my voice on that show,
you knew.
I was like, wow.
Old Granddad.
Old Granddad is not to be taken lightly. Don't take him lightly.
It knocked you out, bruh.
And
to the point, Jay went and took a cushion off one of the lawn chairs out there, laid it beside, and laid him on there and covered him up with the hoodie. No, you used the hoodie for a pillow.
Yeah,
for a pillow.
And then I got up and this all started at 6:30.
Yes, it did.
At 10:30 at night, I didn't know everyone had left. I came into the shed and was like, holy crap, it's sparkling clean.
Brand new.
Jay, while I was passed out, cleaned the entire studio top to bottom.
He's took the opportunity was there.
Dude.
He's like, I'm going to take it. And he sent pictures to us to show us.
And it didn't do it justice because when you walked in, it's like.
It was totally different. For those that have been here, Mike is here for the first time and he's seen it semi-clean. It's way cleaner than it ever was.
Dave.
Well, Dave, that's correct. Dave. Zaka was here when it was trashed. So if he'd have been here to see the J finished product, he'd have been like, because Julio came in and said, man, this is a different place. He said, did he add room in here?
Well, and Brian was here, and Brian was flipping out. He was like, dude, there's so much room. And I'm like, yeah, when you got rid of all that trash.
They couldn't see the rug, man. They were tripping out. He was like, man, this was here all the time? Like, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, Jay. But anyway, we're going to take a quick little break. And while we're on the break, we're going to slit a cigar down the middle, take a look at it. And I've never done it before, but we thought that'd be cool to do. So we're going to have a camera just on the cigar so we can see it up close. And I'll find something to cut it open with. I'm sure I've got something.
You got a million knives. You got a damn machete on the wall in your house.
Yeah. Oh, you like that? That's my daughter's knife. That big giant.
Who's she waiting on, Kruger? Dude, the knife is this tall and the blade is this wide.
Yeah, it's big.
It's this wide.
My daughter collects knives.
Like, what the hell is this?
My daughter collects knives.
That is your daughter.
Yes. There's like tiny ones. There's ginormous ones.
That knife in there was crazy. The bayonet.
The bayonet, baby. That's Vietnam.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to do that during the break. We'll come back and we will do our pick six.
Yes, sir.
And then there's one more thing I wanted to talk about before we go. And then that'll wrap it up. And then we'll do the crew show.
Light them up, crew.
The crew. But anyway, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the video of cutting the cigar. So don't go away. Welcome back, guys. And for you that watched the YouTube channel, you saw us cut open a Tabanero Connecticut.
That was an experience.
Yeah, it was. It's something that I've never done. I really never even thought that I would want to do that. You know what I mean? It just never crossed my mind.
It was very educational because to see that, and you understand what long fillers are now. Because that's all that was in there were long fillers. There were no stems, none of that. It was rolled tightly, but it was good enough that you could get a draw from it. And then looking at the binder, the wrapper, that wrapper was thin, man. I was like, God, look at this, man. You sitting there with it in your hand, you could actually see your shadow on the other side of when I put the light up on it.
Interesting to you how thin it was, but how pliable.
Yes.
I mean, that was
educational. That was. I liked it.
I really didn't know that I would enjoy doing it as much as I did because, I mean, I always thought there's nothing to see.
Yeah.
It's a cigar.
Yeah.
And I mean, back in the day, if you smoked cigarettes, we used to take all the tobacco out of a cigarette, and it was just, little pieces. But that was an experience.
Yes, it was.
And
it's true leaf in there.
Here, the biggest unexpected thing to me while doing the cut, and I took just so you know, the guys who didn't watch the YouTube video, I took a box cutter.
Yeah.
And I cut a seam just straight down the middle. And I was impressed with how straight I cut that, by the way.
We were too.
I was thinking it was.
I was waiting to see
blood.
blood.
Like Freddy Krueger.
I was waiting to see blood. I'm like, yeah, there you go.
But then I remembered Dan Thompson over at McAuliffe. He told me, hey, make sure you cut the cap off.
Okay.
And I was like, didn't even think of that. Yeah. And then so after I'd started, I went back and cut the cup because I remembered what Dan's famous words were. But anyway, it was interesting.
Yes, it was.
because you really, until you cut one open like that, you don't know how much wrapper there is. You don't know how much binder. You don't know how much filler.
Nah.
But for me, the biggest takeaway was when we got the filler out, the amazing smell that you got from that leaf in the middle. And I would have never thought that's the what.
It's like you said, you don't get that aroma when you sniffing the foot of it.
Yeah.
But when we had
like
that leaf,
you get a little bit of that.
But when you open that leaf up, I was like, man, something smells good. That's what I grabbed, and I was like, this smells good. And he was like, huh? And you smelled. He's like, and Larry sitting over there, he just started playing. He was like,
yeah.
And I was like,
and then so everybody knows, maybe didn't get to see the cut. I like wadded it all up and I put it in my tobacco box that I have keep my pipe tobacco.
Yeah.
So I think depending on how long it is before I take that and like grind it up and smoke it in a pipe.
Okay.
It's sitting on top of some vanilla aromatic. So that's probably going to soak through a little bit. And then it also is sitting on top of just some straight up burley. So those two, I'm wondering if that like flavor profile doesn't leak over into that. You know what I mean? Because you got the spice with the burley, you got the sweet with the vanilla,
that would be good.
And then just the Connecticut itself.
And the aroma was coming from
I might smoke that on the show.
Do it.
You know what I mean?
Do it. Yeah.
You know, I'm not a huge pipe smoker, but I tried it. I enjoyed it. It's just a lot of work.
It is.
You guys that smoke pipes, hats off to you.
Like salute.
I mean, who do you consider to be like the guy that smokes pipe? And you can't say Bill Clinton.
That's who I was going to say.
Anybody other than that?
Ike.
Okay, yeah, that's a good choice.
Ike.
You know who mine is?
Who?
Pipe Fool.
Your pipe fool too. Yeah.
Andrew.
Yep.
Dude, shouts out. And that dude has got some good looking pipes. Dude, every time I see him post a different pipe, I'm just like, dude. And you know, really for me, when I got into the pipe thing, for me, it wasn't about the smoking. It became about the pipe. And I started buying some nice pipes. And I realized that the pipes are very expensive and I don't want to smoke them. So I was like, I could be spending this money on cigars. So, and you know, I still smoke.
Less work.
Yeah. And I still smoke pipes on occasion, but the guys that do that, it's just like you were born to be a pipe smoker.
Yeah. I started smoking a pipe on the railroad because it was easy to carry in that pocket. You get out there, you work in a cut.
Well, so were cigarettes.
Nah.
And I smoked Marlboro Lights. I took 3 packs with me because if I had to work 12 hours, I was smoking them all.
Oh,
and God. Hey, we had a briefing one day.
36. No, that's 60 squares.
Boom. Hey, but listen, I smoke 8 cigars a day. Does that surprise you that I smoke 60 cigarettes? Come on. But anyway, one day we were having an employee meeting, so to speak. And when I came back to where I was sitting in the room with where the employees sit, I was like, hey, where's my 3 packs of Marlboro Lights? Nobody spoke up. And I was like, I'm not working until somebody returns my cigarettes. And like the crew that I was with was like, hey, man, we got to go. Hey, I'm not going. Somebody took my 3 packs. I'm not going.
I'm not moving.
And so if you have an issue with me not going to work right now, I need a supervisor over here because somebody needs to solve this crime.
Yep.
And so I went to the restroom. I came back. Boom. There they were.
He need you to get to work.
They knew I wasn't messing around.
So he's not going to work at all. But 60 squares in the 12 hours.
Not always. Not always. I'm just telling you my ritual. When I showed up to work, I had 3 brand new packs ready to go because you never know. You might get, and you say it's a 12-hour shift, but there's been days where it ended up being 16 17.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not that I finished the 3rd pack. It's sometimes you got into it. You know what I mean? You got past 40. Woo. And sometimes I worked with guys that also smoked and they didn't have a smoke. So, I'm handing them out.
Yeah, okay. God. Woof.
Anyway,
Your lungs are
back
happy.
you got me all
Down that rabbit hole.
the rabbit hole. But anyway, no, cutting open that Tabanero Connecticut, it was an eye opening on what a quality cigar looks like on the inside.
Tell the truth.
I mean,
Can't say anything about it. Tell the truth.
I think we should cut open one of your birthday cigars.
It ain't happening.
I want to see if there's any difference.
Not happening.
That's a $22 stick.
Not happening.
Okay, just thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah, you throw that away.
All right.
This is not happening.
Well, let's move on.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys,
Thank
hope
you.
you enjoyed the cutting of the cigar. I did. It was cool to me.
It was cool to
It was
me.
eye-opening. It was an educational event.
It was yours.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to. You know what we're going to do?
No, we're not.
No. We are going to do.
What?
You don't even get to say so.
Excuse me?
Boom. That's what I said. I said it. I said what I said.
Wow.
We are going to take a Case Elegance humidor and cut it in half.
You said that. You've said that before.
Yeah, we're going to do that maybe next week.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to take, and I want to cut it right down through the middle.
How are you going to do it?
I'm going to actually take it to a wood. We're not going to be able to do it on the show, but I'm going to have it here to show the result.
Okay.
But I'm going to take, I'm trying to get a hold of a cheap humidor to show the difference. So far, no cheap humidor companies have reached out to want to get there. But Case Elegance agreed to this. They're like, yeah, man, knock yourself out. And to me, just that tells you
a lot. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, because,
Go ahead.
I had an idea.
Look at it.
I was talking to the president. I was like, hey, I had an idea. I want to take one of your humidors and cut it in half so we could see the build quality. He was like, yeah, I'm good with that. I was
right
like,
off the bat.
Wow.
There was no negotiating at all.
There was none.
Go ahead.
And I'll tell you this. I was planning on cutting a different cigar this week. And when we got ready to do the show, I didn't have one on me. So I said, you know what? Let's cut a Tabanero open. And you know what? I didn't ask Yonko if we could do that. Hope you don't mind, Yonko.
You bought it.
You know what? I mean, I bought it. I owned it. And the thing about it is, when you make quality, you don't worry about someone seeing what's on the inside.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean?
At all. Because you know what you did. You know what you got there.
Right. So when I talked to Case Elegance and he said, yeah, that sounds great, I was like, nice. So what I'm thinking of, I actually thought about this. I do have a handheld skill saw. I'm just afraid that that's going to make...
Lord, that's going to be the last show. He's going to cut his arm off.
I'm going to cut your arm off.
Dude got a garage full of power tools, and he doesn't touch any of them because we know.
I've got a skill saw that is battery operated, and I also have have you ever used a reciprocating Sawzall?
Sawzall, yeah.
I've got one of those. I think that would be more fun. That will rip through anything.
Make sure you have paramedics on site.
I'm going to be wearing safety goggles.
You need more than that. You need welding gear.
You need Barty armor.
Yeah, for real. You need old armor. You need metal everywhere. Bruh. Go take it to a professional. Have them cut it.
I probably should do that.
Yeah, no, not probably. You should.
I was thinking
do that.
someone who probably has like a really big bandsaw, just slide it right through.
And they do it the safe way,
right? But that Sawzall, that's entertainment.
I can see it now. Flesh flying everywhere. And he's sitting there like, what? Dude, your arm.
Were you here when we talked about Julio has a cigar wooden Indian and they shoot it?
No.
I tried to get him to bring that up here to be part of the shed. Don't you think? Don't be shooting it. That is history.
You shoot it for real?
Dude, they use it for target practice. I'm telling you.
We lost the Washington Redskins. We're going to lose Julio. He's going to have the natives coming out there.
Hey, you remember the environmental friendly commercial where the Indians crying? That's what happens when Julio goes out to his gun range. Shame on you, Julio. But no, I said, does it still have some paint on it? And he's like, yeah, you can tell it's a wooden Indian. I was like, dude, quit shooting it. Bring it here. Don't you think?
Wow.
Tell him.
Yeah, please bring it here. Let it be safe.
What? Oh, Larry said that would not be politically correct. I say we're the opposite. We like to restore
only on
history,
the cruise ship.
Safety.
Only
first.
on the cruise ship.
Love.
Hopefully.
Moaning.
Stop.
Okay, sorry.
Let's talk about our sponsors.
Boom. Well, you know what? We were already talking about Case Elegance.
Yes.
If you're interested in a quality humidor, a quality travel case, anything that, like, I got a leather man bag, and you know what? Larry's never seen it. I'm going to bring it out here.
Yeah.
In between the Light 'em Up cruise show, I will go get it so you can see it, dude. Because you know what?
It's a bag.
It makes me look something. When I'm walking through the airport and I'm carrying that bag.
It makes him look respectable.
They're
so
like,
you know how powerful this bag
hey,
is.
they're like, there goes a businessman.
He's walking.
Or they go, there goes a thief.
Yep. He got somebody.
Because it's a good looking bag.
It is, man. It is.
I mean, it is above my pay grade. Okay. That's what it looks like.
It looked like a mistake for you.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have that.
Right. When I went to Vegas, I mean, like, people were looking at my bag.
Yeah.
I was like,
And they were looking at you and they were like, that doesn't match.
I said, hey,
It's
you know what? I'm not going to go there.
Thank you.
We're doing a sponsor.
Thank you.
But anyway, John Holmes. Anyway.
Oh, my God. He said it anyway.
It was whispered. Anyway, if you're looking for like quality, look down the show notes, click on the Case Elegance link and use Cigar Talk or Cigar Talk coin. You'll get a discount or you'll get a military challenge coin. And so, you know what? I'm looking at another challenge coin. I'll tell you a little bit about that after the show because I'm not ready to divulge that information.
I'll wait on that.
But yeah. But anyway, check out Case Elegance, man. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, they make the best humidors that I know of.
Yes, they
period.
Do. And then we're going to talk about the stick that you cut open.
Okay, Tabanero, dude.
Yes.
You know what? I had a message today from a guy on Instagram was like, dude, I've been smoking these. I heard about them on the show, and
I heard about them. About them.
Is that what I said?
Yep. I heard about them.
I heard about them.
Okay. Now.
Hey. So I heard about them.
I heard about them.
Back in 1936.
Little Bucky in.
Little Bucky coming through. So, no. And you know what? I get messages like that all the time. People trying Tabanero.
Tabanero. And like, these some good sticks. You're like, dude, you will not go wrong with a Tabanero.
Never. And the fun thing is, the Neros, which is the Maduros, I talked to Bryant and Scott down at the Leaf. And, you know, I smoked the Nero when it came in.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good stick. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but it was a good stick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that it's been in the humidor for about 8 months,
matured a little bit.
Brian and Scott were telling me, dude, go back and re-smoke that stick because it was always like a good stick, but now it's something special.
Let it grow up a little bit.
And so I brought that up. I don't know if you know this. I met with Yanko on a Zoom meeting this week. We talked about some different ideas. I'm going to talk about that before I'm done talking about Tabanero, but I told him that. I said, dude, the guys down at the shop are telling me I got to smoke the Nero again because after it's been sitting for 8 months. And he told me, he goes, it's funny that you say that because I was down in Nicaragua and I was smoking the Neros and then I came home and I smoked the Neros that we got last year back when we got ours.
Yeah.
And he was like, wow.
Totally different.
Wow.
Totally different.
So when the owner tells you that, he ain't, Yanko's transparent. He ain't trying to hide shit. You know what I mean? And right now, we are on the journey of Tabanero with Yanko. Yeah. Because where Yanko was, where he is now, and where he's going, you're in for a ride to watch. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad we're a part of it.
Oh, dude, I'm so blessed.
Yes.
You're so blessed.
Yes.
And like we say about all the companies that we love, it starts with the people.
Yep.
Starts with the people.
Start with the people. And they make the people number one.
I mean, I want to find a great product. I do. But, I mean, this carries over, but let me say this. about Yonko.
Uh-huh.
Next Saturday, this coming Saturday, guys. So this coming Saturday, we're going to do a live Zoom, and we will put the link in the show notes so that you can join us. But we're going to do a live Zoom with Yonko from Tabanero, and he's going to be in Nicaragua at the farm.
That's even better.
Boom, baby, boom.
Yes. That is perfect,
I was going to have him on a HERF, and we got to talking, and he was like, well, I'm going to be down in Nicaragua next week.
Yes.
How about we do it then? And I was like, I'm leaving town because I'm going to a concert, so I got to do it early. Well, they're 2 hours ahead of us or behind us. I don't know.
I think it's ahead.
Yeah, they are ahead of us. And so we're going to do it at noon. We're going to do it noon Saturday. Look down the show notes. You'll see a Zoom link. That will be for the live Zoom with Yonko from Tabanero.
Yes. That's perfect.
In Nicaragua, at the farm.
At the farm. You get to see it all. Get to see it all, bro.
Dude, he's got 3 kids. And 2 of them are like young.
Uh-huh.
And they are in love with all the cigar stuff. And they're like, hey, we want to go with you to Nicaragua,
That's
Dad.
cool,
so in the summer, he's taking the kids. And that's what I say, you're along for the journey, because this is watching a great cigar company become the echelon of cigars.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And that's what we were about. That's what we're about.
Oh, that's where we want to be. And then when you talk about transparency,
come on with it.
Hey, look down the show notes. Click on Tabanero. You can go to their website and order, or you can just call straight up the Leaf.
Yes.
If you call up the Leaf, Jay's got Tabanero. He's got the Nero. He's got the Sun-Grown. He's got the Connecticut.
Yes.
He has the Patriarch.
Yes.
Which the Patriarch is an amazing cigar. But the Sun-Grown was my 2021 cigar of the year.
Yes, it was. And there's a reason why.
Yeah, there's a reason why. I think if you're not trying it already, you're missing out on one hell of a ride.
Yes, sir. You're missing out.
I'm just saying. So anyway, look down the show notes. Click on Tabanero. You can go over there and buy boxes, cigars, singles, whatever you want. Or you can call up the Leaf.
Call them up.
And at the Leaf, I mean, that's our home away from home.
Sir. I was talking about it earlier.
And
my present came from the Leaf.
You know what we're trying to do? I'm trying to do. We did a live stream.
Yes, we did.
With Jay, the owner of the Leaf, last Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing another one. Since this show now comes out on Tuesdays, last night, Jay and Scott were doing a live stream about the new cigar that cleans your palate.
Cleans your palate.
Enabling you to enjoy a cigar that you love
Even
for the
more.
first time life.
Even more.
Madonna. Touch for the very first time.
No, bro.
Like a virgin.
You're nowhere near that.
You know what I'm saying? What's that? What's that, a note?
It is the Fiat Lux Intuition. And it's blended by Luciano.
And I've seen it. I know nothing about it. But this cigar, supposedly, we're going to try it.
Yeah, we're going to try it.
We're all going to try it. But it supposedly, like, hydrates your palate. What do you call it? Salivate?
Make you salivate more.
Salivate more. It cleans your palate the way it was blended.
Yeah.
And then supposedly the next cigar you get on a completely refreshed, what do you call it? A reincarnated tongue.
That did not sound right.
That's not where I thought I was going with this.
Nobody thought you were going there with this.
You know what I mean, though.
We were talking about a palate cleansing, and you went there. But yeah, man, it's the Leaf is an oasis for us.
It is. It really is.
Man.
I mean, it's a place that we go to where we can decompress.
And no matter where you are, you can get that same experience because they provide.
And the thing about it is, every time you go there is a new experience. Because there's different people, different cigars, different coffees, different people. I mean, it's like when you go to the Leaf, you know you're just going to rejuvenate yourself. You're going to relax. You're going to be in for some great conversations, some great company. I mean,
no matter what.
I don't know of another place on earth that I would rather go hang out.
I don't.
I mean, there's never been a place that I've been to that I would rather be.
Yeah. I'm with you on that because it gives us everything. And it's true. It gives us everything.
Everything. So if you guys need some cigars, they have Tabanero. They have the McAuliffe line, which we'll be talking about. And then, dude, like I smoke the Sombrelay from Zaka. Is that the way you say it, Julio? Yeah, he said that's right. So if anybody argues, he's Latino of some fashion.
God, man.
I don't want to offend him by saying he's from Ecuador, Argentina. I know he's from somewhere. He's Latino. That's fair, right? See, he said sure.
First of all, his name is Carlos. We call him Julio. So how much more can you add on to it?
You know what? My favorite. You know where Julio for me comes from. Where? The Sanford Sun show. Dude, Julio was classic.
Do you have a goat, bruh? A goat. Thank you.
Get a goat. If you had a goat,
because that's what Julio had on Sanford Sun. He had a goat.
Yeah,
that ate all the.
If you haven't seen Sanford Sun with Julio, Google it, YouTube it. That's Julio. Anyway, let's jump. No. Sound like we're having audio technical difficulties. Anyway, look down the show notes and you will see the Leaf and their phone number. Now, let's talk about McAuliffe.
What can we not say?
You know what? I know a secret. And I can't tell you.
Then why even bring it up? Why bring it up?
Larry said drink up. Let me say something that McAuliffe is doing that's something that you guys, it blows me away at the level of the new Vitola of the Riata.
Yeah.
Like that has re-energized me with their blends.
Yeah.
Boom.
100.
And so what's coming out in a few months? Boom. Wow. I'm over here excited. Super.
Please don't get excited.
I mean, but no, they never stop amazing.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
They never do. I mean, it's I know other cigar companies that come out with pizzazz.
Yeah.
That's not their style. They're not coming out with pizzazz. They're coming out with badass cigars.
Quality, man.
Dude.
When you say they push the envelope, they keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And nobody's standing up to what they're doing. Nobody.
Well, nobody is.
Nobody.
I mean, you can't even be no, they're not.
No.
No,
No.
And what is it? Where does it start? Where does it start? Al McAuliffe.
Al.
And what is it that we say about our sponsors? It's the people.
Yep.
I mean, when you find the product, you hope that the people behind it is at a certain level that blows everybody else away. And McAuliffe does that.
They match up.
Yeah.
They match up perfectly. What their product is outstanding.
And that's the kind of people I want to support with my dollars.
Yes.
I don't want. You know what? I'm not even going to go there.
They show that they appreciate.
Yeah,
us.
they do. They raise the bar.
Oh, most definitely.
It's like Jay. Jay raises the bar. Mm-hmm. It's like I told him the other day when he told me he went over to Matthew's house and replaced an electrical outlet for a customer who wasn't able to do that for himself.
And then Matt didn't even ask him to do it. He was just talking about it.
You know what I told Jay when he told me that? Shut up.
Making you look bad.
Shut up, dude.
Making you look real bad.
I'm afraid that Jay is raising the bar of getting into the pearly gates, and I'm screwed. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you were screwed the day he was born, so because you were already on that side.
Yeah, but
it wasn't what he did afterwards.
But now when you hear with Jay, what the other day, he smoked a cigar with us. He's like, all right, man, I got to run. I'm like, where are you headed off to?
Oh, yeah, about the...
I got to put in a new sink in the bathroom at my house. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
It's like, get out of here.
He's like, no, really? You're like, no, really, get out of here. Because you don't tell my wife. That's what you said. Don't tell my wife.
Well, you know what's funny is you guys know that Jay came over here and cleaned the studio.
Yes, he did.
My wife and daughter came in the studio and they were blown away. And
Did you steal his credit?
No.
Oh, you gave it to
No,
him?
in fact, I told my wife, I said, we should have them over for dinner sometime. Maybe he wants to stick around and clean the house. I don't think she thought that was funny.
That's why you sleeping on the couch. Dude, you wrong, man.
Hey,
Miss B is a jewel, man. And for you to say that, you wrong, dude.
Let me tell you,
you're wrong.
In case you don't know this, and this is not a pleasant reminder, I was passed out between the studio and the apartment.
Yeah.
And my wife came outside because she heard something, and she heard the water hose going, and she said, "What are you doing out there?" Because she thought it was me. And Jay goes, "Oh, Miss B, I'm sorry." And she goes, "Oh, Jay, how are you doing?" You know. And then it's lightning. And Jay says, "Oh, Miss B, can I show you something right quick?" And she's like, "Sure, what do you got?" So he walks her over there and goes, "Rob's laying in the mud." And my wife says, "He's all right."
He's all right.
And she goes back in the house.
Because it's not new to her.
Whoa.
It ain't new. It ain't new. Dude, she called you from the bushes. You
True.
were stuck in the bushes.
True. That was 18 years ago.
But has it changed?
No. Except I don't go to bars.
2022, he was stuck. He was where? Laying in the mud. She's like, well, at least he at home. At least he's at home. Wow.
Jay's like, "You think we should get him in?"
No, he'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
He'll wake up.
I'm watching TV. So
Dude.
that is Jay.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
man.
Jay made me a bed and gave me a pillow.
He straight did. I came up today and the cushion's still laying over there. I'm like, that's where Rob laid.
That's where I was.
Like, God, man. And then the socks are right, but they're not even in the trash can. They're right outside the trash can.
Well, I figured they were
They're
done.
close enough.
They were done. They were done.
Dude,
But
man, that
no.
was so funny, man.
All right, let's get back on track.
Yes.
McAuliffe, look down in the show notes, and you can become a McAuliffe ambassador. And what that means is you become part of the family
Yes.
with Al McAuliffe all the way down to whoever is cleaning the building.
Tell the truth.
Because they are all like one family.
Most definitely.
I've never seen a team in place like what they have.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? From the
Yes,
top
sir.
down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's talk about this pick six now. man.
All right, man. I'm going to let you go first. Hey, is
do
that my phone?
Yes,
Hand me
that's
my
your phone.
Thank you. All
We
right,
knew
I'm going to
that.
let you go first, and we're going to do the pick six.
It was my pick six starts off this week with something that you gave me, the Nika Libre 25th anniversary.
Wow. All right.
Good stick,
cigar.
good solid stick,
And
quality stick.
Blended by AJ.
Yes, blended by AJ. Number 2 was the Punch Rare Corojo.
Say again, Willis.
Punch Rare Corojo.
Okay. I haven't had that in eons.
He says say again, Willis.
What you talking about, Willis? You remember?
Yeah.
Different strokes, different folks.
Another quality stick, man. That's strong, dude. It lets you know that you got a good stick. My last was a gift. It was the last smoke from the gift that I got from Jay before I went to Nebraska. And it was the Padron TAZ Black number 89 Natural.
What? Now say that again.
Padron TAZ Black number 89 Natural.
I've never had that cigar.
Ah, I should too.
Show me a picture of that, because I've never heard of that cigar.
Dude.
I'm still disappointed that the Fuente you gave me last week was a dud.
I'm upset about that.
Well, the ones you smoked were fine.
Yeah. I bought that one too. So I was like, man, you got to be kidding me, dude. Where is it? Here we go.
Pass that over here. So that I've never seen that cigar. How was that?
Adorable.
Wow.
You see the word I use?
Yeah, that's really well. I mean, it's on a freaking phone, Larry. I mean, hey, y'all look here. Oh, is that a cigar? No, he's holding a phone.
It was
sometimes
adorable.
technology has left him behind.
Yeah. When I say it came out mellow, then it took a ride where it got a little bit bold, but it came back in spices.
Really?
Oh, man.
And do we have those at the Leaf?
I don't know. I know he gave me that, and for some reason I saved it to the last stick that I smoked it. I am thankful I saved it for last because that was a bad stick, bro. That was a bad stick.
I got to find one.
Woo. Man.
I'm hoping the Leaf has them.
I do too, because I'm getting a couple of more. So that was my 3 this week.
All right. Very good, man. Good 3. And you know what? Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Are you smoking the precursor to next week's Pick 6?
You know it.
I mean, I want to know because I don't want to have the same cigar.
Look how far I got it down.
Dude, you smoked that down.
And you know I don't smoke 6 sticks this far down.
No, dude. Let's just be honest. Sometimes I look over and there is he barely made it into the third.
I took it down.
You took it down.
That fine and rare is a bad stick.
Did you smoke one last night?
Nope.
So that was your first one?
Yes. We all smoked our first ones together.
Nice.
Man.
Now, how many were there in the box?
10 and that 1 in the coffin. So it's 11 altogether.
So, Larry, there's 3 each for us.
I like it.
Tiffany, thank you.
I don't know y'all after the
Thank you very much. What Elvis say? Tiffany, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Lemonade.
Lemonade. That's cool, refreshing drink. Anyway, here's my pick 3. I was going to say 6, but no, I'm only getting 3. Right out of the gate, I'm going to go with the Saka Mi Querida. You smoked that.
Yes.
That's a great stick. It's been a while since I've had one. You forget how complex that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a motorcycle.
I just heard it through the headphones. I'm like, what the heck was that?
He had a shuttle rocket strapped to the back wheel. But anyway, no, that Mi Querida is very complex. And it's rich.
Yes, it is.
You know what? I mean, you can go through
all thirds. Yep.
See if you agree with me on this, though. You can go through and pick out different flavors in a blend when you're smoking the cigar. But do you also sometimes just think to yourself, that is the quality of tobacco? You know what I mean? When I say it's rich, I feel like I'm getting the best of the best leaves out there. Would you agree with that?
Most definitely.
Rich. When you say rich, I mean when you eat a dessert and it's super rich. It's almost too much, but you eat it anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how Saka's Mi Querida hits me. Then the next stick that I'm smoking is the Wonderlust.
I'm killing you.
You see right there?
I know what a Wonderlust is.
Oh.
You know I know what a Wonderlust is. There's no doubt in that.
It was good.
I know it was good.
It was actually better than what I remembered because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm usually not a big, over-the-top fan of Wonderlust. I think they're good, but I don't think they're great. This one that I smoked, that one, I wanted to show it to you. Yeah, make sure you see it. I don't remember what the Vitola's called because they do a crazy naming of Vitolas.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say it was 4.5 by 52. And it had some age on it.
Oh, so that means it matured.
It really, the person that gave it to me had let it sit.
Who gave it to you?
Can't tell you that.
I know you don't want to tell it.
I'm not going to tell you. Anyway, it had been aged and it was great. It was amazing. And then for my next cigar, I'm going to go with the Medallia. I was talking to Julio before the show.
True.
Dude, I don't know. When you were out of town on the show, I gave him a Medallia.
Uh-huh.
And he would not shut up about it the entire time he smoked it. And so I'm that way every time I smoke one.
Yeah.
If you haven't smoked the Medallia or the new Riata in the 6x46, holy crap, you're missing out on something that is phenomenal.
Yes.
When's the last time I said that? Phenomenal.
2 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's true. He said, "When's the last time you said it right?"
Anyway, that's my 3.
Hey, good 3, bro.
Good 3.
Yeah, we had a powerful 6 this week.
Oh, dude.
We had a
You know
powerful
what?
6.
Give me a box of each one of those.
Oh, I'd kill for a box of Wonderlust stuff.
Would you really?
Oh yes.
I've got a few people.
No,
on the
I'm
list.
done. I'm done.
I've got a few
I'm done. I'm done. I
Kill.
saw that squirrel running. I'm like,
It's like,
nope. I said it to the
I got
wrong
a
person.
list of people.
I said it to the wrong person.
I'd like to see dead. No, I'm kidding.
Said it to the wrong person.
So,
But earlier we were talking about.
we were going to bring up one more thing before we left.
Earlier we were talking about the smacking of a bottle of spirits.
Okay. Let's back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have the 3 Musketeers here, which would be me, you, and Larry.
Yes, sir.
We partake in a lot
I
of
like that. I like that.
we partake in a lot of different bourbons,
Beverages, yeah.
and no matter what, before we open the bottle, Larry has to spank it.
you got to spank.
And so, you know what? I'm going to turn the camera over. You show us how you do that, Larry. Put it on the. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to put it on Larry, and he's going to show you how he spanks it.
At least 3 times.
Now, just so you know, Larry was brought up in a brothel.
Next door to Richard Pryor.
No. So that was a tradition that Larry brought to the studio.
I knew about it, though, but
I'd never heard of it ever. And then a friend of mine was somewhere drinking with a mature, older black woman, and she was from Baltimore.
Uh-huh.
And my friend told me, dude, she spanked the bottle like Larry does. And I was like, so this is not just Larry.
No, it's not just Larry.
And then you told me that you actually read up and found where it comes from.
Yeah.
So we want to know, because Larry's done this as long as I've known him. So I have been spanking bottles for what, 5 years?
5 years now. Yeah.
Yeah. Used to, I spanked the monkey, but now I'm spanking
You
bottles.
still spank the monkey. Anyway, I got 2 answers to that question.
All right.
The first one says, this is an excellent example of applying physics in everyday life. It's done to break the seal of the bottle. There's always a volume of air at the top of the bottle in the neck region. When you tap the bottle at the bottom, the pressure breaks the seal, and then you celebrate the beauty of physics with alcohol. The second one is the one I love. He said, there's a reason it's called spirits.
Right.
It's talking about the air trapped at the top. And you, by inverting the bottle and spanking it, it said twice though, Larry. You do it 3 times. It says tapping and hitting with the elbow or a hand releases pressure, and it allows it to give that peculiar sound, which just you know that the spirit has been released.
Nice. Larry likes to give 3 because it's one to grow on.
One to grow on. But we used to do that. Well, not we. They used to do that in East St. Louis. I didn't understand why. We thought it had to do something with the demons too.
Here's
snapping them demons up out of that.
Here's my question.
Go ahead.
Is it a black thing?
I don't know.
Larry, do you know?
You didn't do it in Lubbock.
Larry lived in Baltimore, so he grew up in a diverse community.
Yeah, because we were 190%.
Right.
I didn't start drinking till I met y'all.
He's telling a lie. It ain't even raining out. It ain't a cloud in the sky. We about to get hit with lightning. Talking about he ain't drinking until he met us.
Hand me that pistola.
You need more than the pistol. You need that damn knife out the house.
I got that big one.
He talking about he ain't drinking until he met us. Dude, please. You came in here a pro.
Larry drank more than I have in my lifetime before I was born.
Before you were born.
Right.
Both of us.
Right. You know he's had at least 55
And then he was a bartender. Not what was. He still is a bartender part-time. Dude talking about get out of here, man.
Hey, I want to bring up something else. So I hope we should have said this at the beginning, but there's actually a reporter that did an interview. Did we already talk about this?
Yes.
Oh, never mind then, guys.
Move on. we're at the end now.
Hope you enjoyed the show, folks.
And
Till next time.
Keep smoking.
We'll have a link for the advertising, or not the advertising, the newspaper article down below. So you can read the article.
It's just doing it, man.
I don't know if I said that before.
You didn't say that.
All right, boom. Now we're done. That's how you finish the show. That's how you finish the show.